Meanwhile, airport security lines are growing this weekend as TSA officers go unpaid during the partial shutdown. DHS says at least 366 officers have quit in the last month. And the union steward for the American Federation of Government Employees. How tough has this been, George, on the everyday worker?
You know, Brian, this has been extremely tough. I mean, we're still reeling from the shutdown that we had in the fall. So people were trying to get back on the feet. So to have this occur, it's like a double-edged sword. I mean, it's very difficult for our officers.
I mean, the starting salary is $40,000, and when those paychecks are missing.
Well, you know, Brian, I don't have that answer because, you know, as of right now, I don't know of anyone.
Your advice.
Listen, I am a working officer at the airport. They come up to me during break. You know, I'll see them and they'll ask me, said, what's your thoughts? What's your opinion? They ask me, you know, is there any light at the end of the tunnel? And I try to, you know, console them or try to guide them in the right direction to get additional that we had previously in the one in the fall. Because the reality is a lot of people don't know that we are under a furlough or shutdown basis. You know, they only find out once they come to the airport and see the lines.
And it's affecting everybody, especially you guys. Who do you blame?
Listen, you know, I will say this. The people that have the responsibility of bringing this to an end can do it today, okay? What they need to do is, you know, leave their egos at the door, get inside, and come up with a solution to the problem. Because we don't deserve this as TSA agents that are trying to keep the skies safe, but also the traveling public doesn't deserve this. And when you see people in lines with their children for 3-4 hours trying to go somewhere, and then they can't get there because the cruise ship has left because their flight was delayed, try to explain that to a 6-year-old, 7-year-old about what's going on.
You realize the only reason this is happening is because Democrats don't want to fund ICE, and you're in the way. How does that make you feel?
You know, listen, I am, from my perspective, I get it, I understand it, but for me, my concern is TSA and where I work and people I'm around. You know, the people in the room need to figure this out. And I don't think that's asking too much.
George Borek, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to see interviews and most compelling analysis.